What is up, YouTube? So, I guess a lot of you know I've been taking a break lately and just kind of doing videos here and there, but this was brought to my attention and I was asked my opinion on this. So, recently, I think Phoenix Resale did a video where he himself a reseller, I believe on Amazon and stuff like that. I really don't follow too much of that stuff, but yeah, he basically a reseller went to a video game store and asked, "How you doing? How's this business doing?" And granted, it wasn't it wasn't some guy, in a warehouse or some, guy in his basement selling games. It was an actual mom and pop video game store, from what I've been told. This isn't the first time he's done it. I kind of just did a quick YouTube search, and it looks like, over a year ago, he did the reality of owning a video game store, and he was talking to, Retro Rick. And so somebody was just asking me, they're like, well, what do you think about this? I mean, is this something that's, to me, it's very ironic. A lot of times the reason, some of these mom and pop stores close is because of online sales. And him being a reseller purely online, as far as I know, it's kind of just awkward to me to have that kind of conversation. I know that if I own that store and somebody came in and asked, why how's your business doing, with all these online sales, and then that person being an online seller, that's not only, like I said, not only an online seller, but a very good one from what I could tell, or at least, what numbers pop up where I think he had a video a while back that said how much money he made selling games from his basement or something. But I mean, this isn't going to be a rag on him. So if you were 2 minutes in, if you think I'm going to come in here and just start talking crap about Caleb and stuff like that, no, I'm not going to. I don't really, like I said, I've thought about sitting down sometime and actually watching some of his videos to see, where I weigh at with him. But in all honesty, retro games really hasn't been that huge to me lately. Collecting wise, even sometimes watching YouTube wise, I've just kind of been taking a break from all of it and just playing games. But when it comes down to something like this, I mean, first off, it takes pretty big balls to do this. And then not only does it take that, but then to post it onto the interweb. Now, obviously, YouTube is a business. Now, a lot of people forget this part of this. This is kind of mainly the discussion we're going to go over. A lot of people forget that YouTube becomes a business for most people. So they will, do stuff behind the scenes, plant games, or do fake contests and stuff like that. I was trying to explain to my son the other day. He was watching some of these reality YouTube channels, doing contests and stuff like that, and I kind of had to break it down to him that a lot of this stuff is fake. They've already picked who's going to win. They've already made up these stories. They're already doing all this stuff. They didn't just randomly pick these people. They auditioned for them. They needed people that were going to be entertaining. They needed people that were going to do dramatic stuff and cause drama, so that way the entertainment value is through the roof. So now, obviously, if these people see a huge reseller like Phoenix go into a store that sells video games and asking them, well, how you doing? How's your business? And then it's just kind of, it gets the views. I mean, honestly, if I was really that into it and I seen that thumbnail or that clickbait, I would definitely click on it just to be, just to see what the conversation was. I know Heck and Steve did a reaction video to it, so I kind of watched the gist of that one, and it really just is all it comes down to. It's a business, guys. I'm not, like I said, I'm not backing Caleb's corner, saying what he did is right. I just think a lot of these people forget that sometimes these people are doing this for money. It is strictly for money, and that's all it is to it. I've talked in the past about how I've tried that. I've tried to do this purely for money, and it just doesn't work. It specifically, it didn't work for me. I don't have that kind of content. I don't like doing that kind of stuff. For the most part, I'm, do these raw, whatever conversations with you guys. I just click on a camera, pick a topic and just start talking. And obviously, you guys could tell probably with a lot of these videos because I'll just go on and on and on. I have comments that you kind of just jumped around, man. You really didn't come back to what you were trying to talk about earlier. And that's honestly, this is what happens. I mean, look at me right now. I probably just talked about it for about a minute of how I do that, and I've just totally went off topic. Now, on a side note, you know, trying to get back to the conversation at hand. Make sure that if you guys have something to weigh in on about this video, that you comment below. Like I said, I don't really like to do like lynch mobbing or whatever they call that, where they just tort the channel because of some stuff they do. But it is an interesting, you know, it is an interesting take. I don't know. I mean, obviously, if I was forced to put out content and somebody came up with the idea of, hey, you know, you're a reseller, maybe you should go talk to an actual game store and see what they think, you know, about what you're doing and stuff like that. I know a lot of times, like, you'll watch these news anchormans, and they will try to purposely, you know, pull stuff out of people to cause drama or to do stuff like that. So, I mean, it can go either way. You could get somebody that's going to flip out on you, so then you'll have great content to put on the internet. Everybody will want to watch the video where the guy gets his butt kicked about something, or, you know, get yelled at. Or it could just simply be like some guy just almost wanting to bawl, or, you know, cry or something because maybe online sales are really starting to kill his business. But the truth of the matter is, in all honesty, near the end, online sales are not killing every business. My local game store here, they have a huge, not a huge store, but they have a huge back stock that they haven't even gone through. The store is fully stocked itself. They don't do any online sales. They don't do eBay. They don't do anything like that. It is purely in store. They have an old school register that freaking, you put the numbers in and it pops out. And they're not like, I mean, immediately when you think about something like that, you're probably going to be like, oh yeah, they're probably like 60, 70. And I would say that the owner is probably around my age. They just done it old school for so many years, and they just stuck with it because it's the easiest way to do it. I've asked sometimes because they've had some rare games, and I'm like, have you ever thought about selling this stuff online or anything like that? And she goes, nah, it sells here. People show up and buy it. They pay, you know, I think she puts a little bit around price charting or above, just a slight bit, and then pays, I think 30% below price charting or something. So, I mean, and she's like, it gets busy during the summer, and then we kind of slow down during the winter, which causes the restock. People start bringing stuff in, so we take a hit during the winter. But then we have all that back stock. Then summer comes, and everybody comes around here, and then we just get hit hard again. So, but yeah, okay, so I do see this now. Like I said, about a year ago, me and Phoenix Resale did a video, the reality of owning a video game store. 2 weeks ago, he just said, our local video game store's okay. I think it went from being more of him questioning them about resellers to this one makes it look more about they're just having a conversation about physical media, because the thumbnail just has a shop owner and it just says physical games don't sell anymore. Now we all know that's the only reason that physical games don't sell very good anymore is because they're not really making them. And I'll just end it on that. I've had some conversations with people saying digital media is, you know, easier and stuff like that. For the most part, it is. Then I've had the whole complete other way where people are like physical media is king, nothing beats it. And for the most part, I agree. But to say that physical games are not selling specifically because people don't want them, I wouldn't say is the truth. I just think that they are really, to me, I don't know, you might call it a conspiracy theory or what reality, but I feel like a lot of these places are just trying to push physical media away themselves. So the physical media sales will be down only because they're not making them as much and they're not putting them in stores as much. My local Walmart used to have shelves and shelves of games. Now the Xbox section is just completely like, I think the brand new games that come out, and then that's it, and then it's gone. So, all right, guys, I'm just gonna end it on that. Thank you for freaking popping in for my quick little conversation here. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Working on some more videos. I'm gonna release them when I get them done, guys. I'm not in any rush anymore. I enjoy these videos, and I enjoy making them, and I'm gonna keep making them until I don't anymore. But I know on the side note too that a lot of you guys not necessarily have expectations, but love to see these videos come out too. So I enjoy making them for you guys. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Specifically, also too, if you just want to talk about physical media, I know a lot of you guys have some great, what I want to say, great opinions on it. That's a good way of saying it. So with that being said, guys, as always, stay retro, my friends. We will see you in the next video, guys. God bless.